And it is Zolder for the second week in a row, but we have got ourselves the Lotus Cup Europe to kick things off today. And while kicking things off in 6th position, then Egon is in 6th spot. Then we got the number 17 car there. That is Thierry Verheist. Should be good to see him racing here today. 1.4 seconds off the pace was Thierry in the V6 Cup. 2 championships running alongside each other, but they're all in one championship. It's a crazy set of drivers and in cars today. We have got ourselves, of course, the production series and the V6 Cup. So yeah, very exciting. Lots of Lotuses. The last time these were out was at the Nürburgring, and it was frantic, it was exciting, it was absolutely everything you could have desired. So yes, very much looking forward to this. Nikolai Ibsen then is next up in that number 99 in the V6 Cup. And then we've got Jason McNulty, or McAnulty. So 2 McAnultys here in 8th position. Next up then is Natalie Genode-Prechet in the number 14. Darius Chejilski is in the Exige V6 Cup. Next on our grid then is Jean-Pierre Genot-Prechet. He's in the number 12 in the Elise Cup R. Back on board then with Natalie. What a cool looking car that is, by the way. Next up then is the number 20, Dave Carr in the Elise Cup ES. Got that British flag there, representing. And if you weren't sure where to tow the car, it tells you, it's good. Mick Edwards then in the Elise S3. Oh, I love that. Bit of a fist pump, Mick. Good work. Excited. And then we've got the number 32 in that very chromy looking livery. Kai Sedebol. He's got a big sign on his wheel saying brakes. This championship is done in good spirits as well, so this should be a load of fun. Bailey Edwards then in the number 16. Sorry, in the number 33 in P16. A lot of Brits in this championship. Of course, Lotus being a British car. Peter Valente, he is the favourite to go out and win this race, that's for sure. He will start pole position in the number 2, as you can see there, at the front of the grid. There we go, nice little close-up there. Nice view here of the beautiful Zolder. Very early in the morning, of course, as you can see. Fog just clearing as well. Should be a pretty nice day here. We've got DTM Trophy qualifying and indeed race 1 today. So it's going to be a good day's racing. Nice to see the Lotuses all on circuit as well. Should give us a whole host of fun. Tamas Vizin then. These two are the standouts on the front row of the grid. Vizin and Valente. Should be between those two. But you never know. Zolder is a magnificent circuit. One of those circuits that absolutely anything can happen. And it normally does. That big old air horn, which means we are ready to rock and roll. Waiting for the pace car to indeed take us away. So it's Valente versus Vizin. Battle of the Vs. Both in the V6. Who's going to come out on top today? Tamas Vizin. There's always a Hungarian, ladies and gentlemen. It's Zolder. It's race 1 in the Lotus Cup Europe. Pace car taking us away then. And this should be a whole heap of fun. If I could liken this series to any series that I've been involved in or watched before, I would say this is like a touring car series. So expect there to be rubbing is racing. Expect there to be some late lunges up the inside. Expect all sorts of shenanigans. But here is your official grid then. So Peter Valente is on pole position. Tamas Vizin in second. Robin Nilsson is in third. Then we've got Daniel Palmer, the Swede, in fourth position. Sven Pettersson, Egon Berkus, Thierry Verheist, Jason McNulty as your top 8 then. 16 drivers here today. 3 different sort of classes of car, but they can earn points that can win in the overall championship the same as each other. There's also bonus points on offer depending on how many cars are in their class as well. So they've all got the equal opportunity of winning the championship. Should be a good one. You can see they've got to try and get some warmth into the tyres. It's going to be a real struggle today. That track temperature is very low indeed. Very, very chilly. But it won't take long once they get going. Here we are then. We are at Zolder. 4 kilometers long, Zolder. A very technical circuit. Not many long straights to really work with. Out of turn 4 would be your first opportunity of a slipstream overtake into towards the first chicane. And indeed the start-finish straight. That's the only real opportunities to slipstream another car. Overtaking opportunities. They are all over the circuit if you're brave. You've got to be very, very brave. And, well, with these cars here, again, being like go-karts, effectively, just a bit more power, a little bit bigger, expect to see some bravery from these drivers. Again, Tamas Vizin will start on second position, but it will be Peter Valente who starts on pole position. Those two are the standout favourites. Come through that final chicane. Going to line up 2 by 2. See Daniel Palmer there in 4th position. And we're about to go green light racing then. It is between Verheist and Vizin. Verheist on the right-hand side of your screen. Vizin on the left-hand side of your screen. They've got the number 21 trying to get involved as well. That is Daniel Palmer. But here we go. The long run down towards turn number 1. And Daniel Palmer trying to go all the way around the outside. And well, actually already here, Verheist has lost out. Vizin runs a little bit wide then through turn number 1, but actually will hold on to P1. That's a very nice move there by Tamas Vizin from P2 on the grid. Almost a bit of contact in the background there in the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th position. And actually 5th and 6th are side by side. But the lead then goes to the Hungarians. Always a Hungarian, as I say, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, right now, that always is a Hungarian, is Tamas Vizin. He leads the way. Daniel Palmer is up into 3rd position as it stands. And wow, what a frantic start we've got here. Actually, Palmer's going to look to make a move here for P2. So not a good start here by Verheist. And while they do go through side by side through the chicane, I'll tell you what, it's a fantastic move. And I'll tell you what, Verheist is going backwards here. So Tamas Vizin has been given a bit of a gift here in this 25-minute race. And he is off into the distance here through the first chicane. He's got a lovely little gap to be working with now. And there's a late lunge up the inside there as well for P5. Successfully negotiated as well. P6, sorry, should I say? And it looks like everybody has got through pretty nicely indeed. So yeah, great start. But the best of starts, though, was Tamas Vizin. He has taken the lead of this race. He is off into the distance and already trying to build that lead here. Verheist is trying his level best to get ahead of Robin Nielsen. Robin Nielsen then has moved his way up into what is P2. Coming down in towards that final chicane. And well, Verheist can't look to go forward here because he is always looking in that rear view mirror. What a frantic start it was. Full advantage taken, and so Vizin leads the way by 2.4 seconds already here. Palmer then in 2nd, Nielsen 3rd. Verlinda is in 4th position. Burkus and then Pettersson. Verheist and McNulty. We've then got Ibsen, Genode Prachet. We've then got Chijilski, Genode Prachet, Carr, Cheddarholm, Edwards. And then down in last position. 16th car is not classified. Oh dear, there we go, that's why. So that is a very, very unfortunate turn of events then. For Mick Edwards. So Mick Edwards, oh no, that's a big one. Oh, that's going to be a safety car. 100% safety car. Oh, that's a big one. There's flames then. So the number 99, that is really bad. So it's a yellow flag. Big smash then for Nikolai Ibsen. Safety car has been called here. And we just hope that Nikolai gets out of the car. And that car is definitely flaming. That's a big one. That's a really, really big hit. Marshall straight onto it. Fair play there. And wow, what a frantic start it's been, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't seem like it is holding... Oh, it's not going to stop at any time soon. So we've got to not only get this car off the circuit, we've got to fix the damage to the wall. And we've also got to fix or get rid of the debris that's on the circuit right now. Absolutely gutted there for Nikolai Ibsen, the Dane. A good week for the Danes this week. Of course, beating my country, England, in a Nations Cup qualifying game. Or group game. Here we go. What's happening here then? So he's looking to make a little nibble up the inside of the number 11. Does he run wide onto the curb? Yeah, here we go. We've seen it already this week. We saw it from Peter Turting, actually, in the DTM Trophy. And you can see that the rear panels come right off the car. Look at this, which runs far too wide. Yeah, dips to the left rear. And that is game over. Front left and indeed rear left. Both being dipped into the... grass there, a little bit of gravel as well. Team are gutted, absolutely gutted. I'm not too sure what he's doing there. He's going to get into the medical car. So they've got to make sure he's okay. He's just walking and wandering along the circuit, so you just got to make sure they're okay. Hopefully everything's fine. Nikolai Ibsen. There we go. So better to be safe than sorry. Get those checks. So as you see, the safety car is now gone around a full lap here. Got the pack held. Again, that car is smoking. So need to just keep dousing that with that liquid. And we just hope that Ibsen's going to be able to race in race number 2 this weekend. We just hope that he's going to be able to race in race number 2. Tamas Vizin, though. Here we go. Here's the race beginning. So Tamas Vizin on the left-hand side of your screen in that red car. He takes the lead. There's a great move around the outside into turn at number 1, and then you all of a sudden think that we've got Daniel Palmer that's going to hold on to P2, but he doesn't. So he becomes under a lot of pressure here. The Heist then is, well, he's in P2 as it stands at this point of this part of lap number 1, but it just goes from bad to worse for him as the race goes on. Turn 2, big pinch point. It's very open around turn 1 and turn 2, but at the exit of turn 2 it becomes a big pinch point. So that's where you'll see maybe potential incidents and whatnot. But yeah, they are done and dusted. We've actually got a car coming out of the pits here, the number 34. I wonder, yeah, we saw Mick Edwards come into the pits, didn't we? So, not too sure what's happened there. And if you haven't if you weren't having any fun this morning, now it's now the fun-fastic group are there. So Sven Pettersson, looks like we've got an issue here with the Evora. Engine is off. And wow, this is not the beginning we wanted, ladies and gentlemen. It's early in the morning, but this is definitely not the beginning. We saw this truck last week, actually, and they kept forgetting to lift the hydraulic jacks as they would go around a circuit. So they're just dragging tarmac up. Hopefully we don't see that again. So the first 7 minutes of this race then, we have 1 lap, and then out of turn number 2, unfortunately, we are having a DNF because of a crash into a wall by Nikolai Ibsen. So 18 minutes left of this race. We're under safety car conditions, and I would imagine we've got maybe 1-2 more laps under safety car. So it's going to be yeah, definitely 1 more, potentially 2. And then we should, I would say, have 12 minutes racing. So we wish Ibsen all the best. Hopefully he's all right. He's walking. He's all fine. On first glance into the amazing medical facilities we have here at Zolder. And here's the replay here. So obviously it goes really tight through turn 2. And there you go. That's all she wrote. Oh, that's bad. They've got to fix that barrier as well. So easy to do that as well. The curbs are so wide here, and again, you've got to maximize the curbs to maximize your time. It's very much as simple as that. It's probably a load of dew on the curbs as well. The poor team there are absolutely gutted. As we're watching Mick Edwards coming down the pit lane. So yeah, it might even be 3 more laps here of safety car. But again, we want the utmost safety for our drivers. Thankfully, all of the oil that will be on the circuit is actually off the racing line, unless someone's going to make an overtake, but they'll have to be ultra brave to do so. Looks like Edwards is back in the pits here after coming in the Elise S3. Well, what a beginning to the day. We have got DTM race number 1 for you this today as well. We've got DTM trophy qualifying in race 1 today as well. It's going to be some awesome action. I'm very much excited for it. Could Tim Heinemann become our inaugural champion? Plenty of stuff. Make sure you stick to dtm.grid to watch all of the support races. And watch the DTM from wherever you are around the world. But we've got the little maps here of the Lotus Europe Cup, first and foremost. Race 1 of 2 for the weekend. 15 minutes, 30 seconds to go. So they're 10 minutes into this race, but they've actually only had 1 lap in racing conditions. The big mover, though, is Daniel Palmer. So Daniel Palmer has moved up from P4 on the grid to P2. Vizin has moved up from P2 on the grid to P1. The big loser, well, it's Valente. Peter Valente. The big favourite to go out and win today. He started pole position, and unfortunately, he's now down into 3rd spot. As you can see, that Lotus, that is going to take some work if we're going to see that again this weekend. I'd be very, very surprised I'd be pleasantly surprised if we see that number 99 again this weekend. I certainly hope so for Ipsen. Again, a lot of these, fair play to all of these drivers and all of the teams. Of course, with what's going on in the world with this global pandemic, it's very risky for them to turn up to events like this, but, you know, it's great to see them on circuit. So, yeah, we do not wish them misfortune of things such as that. So as they come past the actual incident here, we should get a nice helicopter views to what is going on. There we go. So they've just got to fix that barrier. So that, for me, says that we're going to have potentially one more lap. They're not messing around, though, are they? Fair play. Absolutely wonderful stuff there from our marshals. Look how frantically they're working. They've got to make sure it's, of course, safe. Superb stuff. Great stuff. Again, under safety car conditions here. Will it be one more lap after this, or are we on the final lap here? This race was supposed to be 25 minutes long. We are now heading towards the halfway point. We've had one lap of racing thus far. And well, that will get stapled back together. There should be jobs are good, and this might be the last lap here then. Lights still flashing, of course, on the safety car. As soon as those lights go out, we know we're in business. We're ready to rock and roll. And well, while we're here, anyone watching, let me know where you're watching from around the world. Hashtag AskLuke at ActroVision on Twitter or on Instagram. Both the same, at ActroVision. Get yourselves involved, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you're supporting, who your favourite driver is, and all that good stuff. That would be fantastic to indeed hear from you. So there we go. The final remnants of the safety crew are pulling off the circuit here. I think we may have one more lap under safety car just to make sure they're all off the circuit. They won't be given the green flag. So I think they're a bit too far gone along the circuit here. Although I could well be wrong. Nope, there we go. So we're already coming across the start-finish line. So we will have at least one more lap here. So it's going to be 10-minute sprint action. I've had worse Saturday mornings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. So yes, we have got ourselves a 10-minute sprint bit of action. But it will be Vizin that will take us away in the lead of this race. Tamas Vizin. Then got Daniel Palmer in second. The Swedish driver of Somali descent. It's great to see some trans drivers being represented here by Daniel Palmer. Well, getting a result to boot as it stands. Gilles Villeneuve, one of the real legends of motorsport. Father, of course, of Jacques. Fun fact, Jacques raced for Williams when in 1997. The season after I got into motorsport. Safety car lights are out then, ladies and gentlemen. Heat then is going to be frantically put into the tyres. And we're about to get ready to rock and roll. It will be Tamas Vizin then who will take us away here. Daniel Palmer will be in second spot. And actually, by the looks of things, Valente is actually down in fourth position. So he did get overtaken. Wow. So Nielsen managed to get up into what would be P3. So Vizin then had a 2.4 second advantage before the safety car came out. A little bit of a brake check there, but he's gone then round that final chicane. And here we go. Across the start-finish line. And we are now racing here. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go left of this race. Daniel Palmer then has actually not got the best of starts and under a lot of pressure from Robin Nielsen. In behind them then is Valente. Valente, who was one of the favourites to go ahead and win this race today and tomorrow, is only in P4. And already then you can see that Valente is going to make a move here. And he's back up into P3. No, sorry, that's a little bit further back, is it not? No, it's not. It is for P3. And job is done then. So Valente is going to try and come back through this field. Again, a very short race here. Robin Nielsen has been pushed down into P4. And what sort of pace then does Valente have? But as it stands then, it is Vizin that leads the way. Daniel Palmer is in second spot, down in towards then the first of our crazy chicanes here at Zolder. Love saying that, crazy chicanes, because they are just so unique. Say every circuit has a chicane pretty much, but they're just so unique here. Through this downhill left-hander, sweeping left-hander. Seen plenty of overtakes here on the inside and outside. So difficult to do so though, because you've got to set yourself up nicely in terms of braking through the second of those chicanes. Wow, what a good restart it was then for Valente. He won't be happy though. He started pole position. He would want to win this race, that's for sure. We've got Pascal Moussen then, who is supporting the racing team of Thierry Verheist. Bad to see Nikolai crash. Hope Thierry Verheist can have a good race. Well, thank you, Pascal, for getting involved. Good to see that you are indeed watching. And wow, he's had a very good restart. He's already gained one position from P4. But again, he did start in P1, so he would have, definitely been expecting to be a little bit higher anyway. But that just goes to show the strength of this championship field more than anything. As we're on board then with Jason McNulty in that very purpley car. As you can see here, actually, Robin Nielsen is now under a lot of pressure from behind here to hold on to that top four. Tamas Vizin, though, holding firm as it stands. He's able to just drive away here as well. And oh dear, that's not good. Sven Pettersson then in the number 88 in the Evora is unfortunately succumbing to the pits. Not a good day indeed. I got sent some notes actually for this championship, and apparently all of you people that follow this championship are absolutely nuts in terms of, like, you are so passionate about this championship. So yeah, very nice to be involved in this. And hopefully you enjoy my my broadcast commentary of it all. Tamas Vizin then leads by 1.8 seconds to Palmer. Valinda then is up into third position. I keep saying Verheist, sorry. I'm so used to commentating on Verheist. Valinda, sorry, is in P3. So your top three, there they are. And actually, here we go. We've got the potential move then for P2. As we run down in towards then the final sector of this circuit. And as it stands then, Daniel Palmer just about hanging on. Can he keep hold of this position? Oh, that's the question. So Valinda is very, very close indeed. And actually, just gets on the brakes a little bit earlier here. Looking to get a better exit for sure. As they come through. The Swede has actually, yeah, made a poor exit. So Valinda all in behind him. Not Verheist, it's Valinda. Not able to do too much here. And actually, the cork in the bottle now does become Daniel Palmer's. This is giving a great opportunity to Vizin. Vizin is able to indeed just do exactly what he's come here to do. But Robin Nielsen with another opportunity of potentially getting onto that podium. See a bit of a mistake there by Palmer on the brakes of touch early, I would say. And then a mistake on the exit. But again, holding Valinda at bay towards that first chicane. Tamas Vizin still leads now 4 seconds. Daniel Palmer, Valinda, Nielsen. We've then got Burkus, Verheist. We've got, of course, Pascal Moussen supporting Verheist, currently in 6th position. Darius Chejilski. So yeah, apologies for getting Verheist and Belinda, mixed up. It's because I'm really used to commentating on the heist. I can only apologise. So used to saying that name. Oh dear, that's not good at all. Who was that? Is that Robin Nilsson? Who was at the front of the grid order here? I think it might be. It is. It's Robin Nilsson then. So he was in 4th position, battling for 3rd. And what has happened here? He's just lost power. Just completely lost power. That's absolutely gutting for him. Off the circuit, and that might be another safety car, you know? Yeah, definitely will be a safety car. So this might indeed save Daniel Palmer, because Daniel Palmer looks under a lot of pressure, although Belinda is not able to make that overtake. So again, a very good drive thus far. No yellow flags on circuit here, or indeed a safety car. So we are racing. This is live action. Very surprised that we haven't called a safety car with the car in the position it is on circuit. But that's not my job. It is what it is. Edwards then being lapped by the front of our field. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. It's not long to go at all. And can Palmer hold on? That's the question. So you'd think that Palmer might be able to hold on against most drivers, but you know, probably the pound for pound best driver in his championship, Belinda, is right behind him. So you never can tell. So this is going to be huge then for Daniel. Can the Swede hold on to that P2? Lots of pressure here. And wow, the fact there's not been a safety car with the car in that position there on circuit, that's crazy. But it means we get 3 minutes more of racing. Ultimately, we do not want to finish under safety car conditions. So Belinda then, very, very close proximity to the car in front. Still not being close enough to get underneath in terms of braking. Belinda seems to be able to go on the brakes a lot later, though, than Daniel Palmer. But Palmer just seems to have a little bit more straight line poke as it stands. Across the start-finish line, and as we do indeed start, I believe, our second to last lap. Vizin, by the way, has just started to chill out a little bit. 4.2 seconds in the lead to Palmer, Belinda. Burkus now P4. Verheist gets a top 5. McAnulty is in a P6. Geno Prochet currently in a P7 in the number 14. 24.5 seconds off the pace. But it is this battle here then for P2. Can Daniel Palmer hold on? Or are we going to see a potential move here then from Belinda? 0.2 of a second separate the two drivers. A little bit of a defensive move there by Palmer. And again, you can see here, as long as he gets out in the lead of a corner, the straight line speed of Palmer's car is helping him out through that sweeping left-hander. And this is where the opportunity might open itself up here. Palmer has to go defensive. Takes an acute angle through the first part of the chicane. Runs through the second part nicely again. And that chicane, no one adheres to the white line, so don't worry about them cutting that corner. That's every class in the world of motorsport ever. The long run then down in towards the third from last corner here. You can see Belinda trying to make a potential move. Now they're under pressure from behind as well. Burkus getting involved. And actually, the heist is closing in as well in the background. So 1 minute to go. One more lap, we believe, is left of this race. And well, as it stands then, the lead is for Tamas Vizin, the Hungarian. After a very poor start here from Belinda, Tamas has taken full advantage. But it's Palmer second, Belinda third, Burkus then just in behind in fourth. The heist is in fifth. And well, we have got a three-way battle for the lead of this race here. So if Belinda wants to make a move here, it's got to be clean, it's got to be crisp, it's got to be precise. Otherwise, he could potentially lose out to Burkus in behind him. We are on the final lap of this race. Vizin leads. And can Belinda potentially get this move done? Nearly pulls up alongside here through turn number 3. Actually, he's going to force a mistake there from Palmer. And there we go. Look at Burkus. Burkus is very close indeed up towards that first chicane here on this lap. And it's between these three for P2. Only 2 of these drivers are going to get onto that podium. Late move up the inside by Belinda. And Belinda, clean as a whistle, will take second position. Very, very crisp move there. Very, very clean move through the sweeping left-hander. And I tell you what, Daniel Palmer looking to just about sweep one underneath. Not quite going to work out there through that second chicane. And what a move it was. Very patient drive here from Verlinda. Could have been thinking about trying to catch up to the leader all of this race, but wasn't. Was just content on getting that second position. And well, duly delivered then. And now you can see already how much faster he is. And all of a sudden here, we've got a lot of pressure then for Daniel Palmer to keep hold of that podium spot. Look at this, late on the brakes up the inside, and you think he might just overshoot here. He doesn't. Grabs a load of curb on the entrance, and well, grabs some curb on the exit. Around the final chicane here, though, for Tamas Vizin, and it's going to be a victory for the number 81. The red Lotus comes across the line. And well, are there any flashing lights? Nope, not too flashy at all. It will be the checkered flag and the victory here in the Lotus Europe Cup. And well, fair play then to Verlinda, who does indeed pick up P2. Palmer will get P3. Burkus is in P4. The Heist does take that top 5 position. Then we've got McAnulty, who finishes in P6. And we've got Natalie coming across the line to finish in P7. The most unique looking car there. Nice little wave for Genode Prechet. But the spoils belong to Tamas Vizin. Superb stuff there. Superb stuff there indeed. What a great event. First event of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Chejilski will finish in P8. So that's your top 8. A couple of retirements, unfortunately. Geno Prechet then, the second of the Geno Prechet. Car will finish in 10th. Of course, there's a car in 10th if it's a car race. Oh, I love car puns. Next up then, across then, is Cheddaholm and Edwards finishing in 11th and 12th position, respectively. But it's all about Tamas Vizin as we check out a little replay here of him crossing the line. And, well, no flashing of lights, no fist pumps. Just another day in the office here, isn't it? Superb stuff there. He'll be absolutely over the moon with his performance here. Again, it was one of those races where it was affected by a safety car for a good portion of it, which is a huge shame. And we do really, really hope that Nikolai Ibsen will be ready for race number 2 of the weekend. As we get a replay here then of Tamas Vizin. Great start to the weekend for him. Did not qualify overly well. Started on the front row of the grid. Was indeed battling with who everyone seems to think is the favourite, Peter Verlinde, to win these races. Managed to get up into the lead and never looked back. Into the pits he comes then. Wow. All of the prizes, all of the champagne, all of the trophies will belong to him, as we do indeed have Robin Nilsson being dragged off the circuit here. The Swede. The Swede will be happy for his fellow countryman Daniel Palmer, who finished in 3rd spot. But there is your official race results then. Tamas Vizin in 1st, Verlinda 2nd, Palmer is in 3rd, Egon Burkus then in 4th, Thierry The Heist is in 5th, Jason McAnulty, Natalie Genode Prechet, Darius Chejilski, Jean-Pierre Genode Prechet, and Dave Carr. Then we've got Kai Cheddaholm, Bailey Edwards, Mick Edwards, Robin Nielsen, Sven Pedersen, and Nikolai Ibsen. So those 3 drivers were unfortunately DNFs. But there is your race winner then, Tamas Vizin. How happy is he? You can normally tell by how quickly they get out of the car. And well, he got out very, very quickly. He is excited, taking his helmet off. He just wants to celebrate here. As I say, it's always a Hungarian, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there is always a Hungarian. And today is Tamas Vizin. He looks absolutely elated. Fair play. So if it wasn't a Lotus, I would expect him to stand on top of the car. But, yeah, these cars, they're too precious for that. As are all British cars. There we go. There's the hearts to all the fans. He is over the moon. Fair play. Great result. Absolutely fantastic result. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you now with the podium celebrations because they have an MC there at the circuit, so you guys will be able to hear that stuff and hear the national anthems. What a race it was, and what the spoils will be taken by Tamas Vizin. I will see you later on the weekend for tomorrow for the Lotus race number 2, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, make sure that you do indeed keep with the DTM.grid for the weekend, because next up will be the DTM Trophy qualification session, and it's a qualifying session that potentially could see Tim Heinemann put himself in a position to take the inaugural DTM Trophy Championship. But that's it from me for the Lotus Europe Cup. Very excited for race number 2. Our winner, Tamas Vizin.
Okay, thank you. Round of applause. Well done, gentlemen. Congratulations. Showing trophy.